You've got debt problems and wonder if they're bad enough to consider something like filing bankruptcy or a consumer proposal. I'm Doug Hoyes, a licensed insolvency trustee with Hoyes Michaelis and Associates. I meet with people every day who are struggling with debt, yet most don't need to go bankrupt. They are not insolvent. Today we're going to explore what it means to be insolvent. To file a bankruptcy or a consumer proposal in Canada, you must, by law, be insolvent. For most people, this means they can't pay their debts as they become due. You are cash flow insolvent. Basically, you don't have enough money each month to pay your rent and living costs, plus make all of your debt payments. There are 3 common warning signs to tell you that you may be cash flow insolvent. Number 1, your debt increases each month. This happens if you're using debt to pay for everyday expenses or you're using a cash advance on one credit card to pay off another. Number 2, you're only making the minimum payments on all of your debts. You might think you're okay because you never miss a payment, but if you only pay the interest on high interest debt, your balances will never go down. And number 3 warning sign, your credit cards are maxed out and you have or are thinking about a high cost finance company loan or payday loan just to keep up. That's cash flow insolvent. The second definition of insolvent is asset insolvent. Asset insolvent means you owe more than you own. If you add up the liquidation or resale value of all the assets you own, your car, your house, and any savings you might have, and subtract the total of everything you owe, and the number is negative, well, you're in the hole. You don't have enough stuff to sell or cash in to repay your debts. That's asset insolvent. Most people I meet with are cash flow insolvent, so if you don't have enough cash flow to repay your debts, do you need to file bankruptcy? Maybe, maybe not. If you have extra asset value, like some equity in your home, you might be able to either sell your home or borrow against it with a home equity consolidation loan. You use your extra asset value to get a home equity loan to pay off your high interest rate debts, like credit cards, to lower your monthly debt payments enough to balance your budget, and eventually pay off your debts on your own. If you have a decent income, but too much debt to pay off on your own or through refinancing, you might be able to offer a consumer proposal to your creditors. In a consumer proposal, we make a deal with the people you owe money to where we say, hey, I'm insolvent, I don't have enough assets to sell to repay you, and I don't earn enough to pay you off in full, but I can afford to pay you something each month. So let's make a deal. If you're cash flow insolvent and don't have any assets you can sell or refinance, and your creditors believe that is the best deal they can get, they are likely to accept a consumer proposal. They know you're insolvent, and since they don't want you to go bankrupt, they are usually willing to accept a reasonable proposal. If you have a lot of debt, especially high interest rate debt, talk to a licensed insolvency trustee to see if you are insolvent and what your options are. The sooner you talk with a trustee, the more options you have. As I said, most people I talk to don't need to file, but the good news is there is no charge for an initial consultation, and that's the first step to making a plan to deal with your debt.